Kidmissing TV. Today we're going to talk about the case of Willie Starchfield. As I mentioned last time, this is a historic case. Willie, and that just touched my heart because that was my father's nickname as well. Only my father wasn't William. Was 5 years old on January 8th, 1914. Somewhere between 2 and 3 p.m., he was found murdered under a seat on a London train, trolley car. Not a big train that would go all over the place, but more similar to a commuter style train, under the seat in one of the trolleys. Again in London. He was sadly already dying of a heart condition at the time that he was murdered. He was strangled with a cord that was very thin and still around his little neck. His father was arrested and charged, but found not guilty because his father didn't do it. Before his murder, his father had been shot in the belly while subduing a man who was on a shooting spree in the middle of a London street, and the dad happened to walk by and said, "Oh my God," and he got hero awards and everything else. But he was in very serious, even at that point, he never fully recovered from his injuries. But then to say, "Oh, you killed your kid," when he was nowhere around where his kid was. His kid had been sent by the neighbor twice to the store to pick up cards for her that I guess they were some kind of cards that were being made for her. The articles weren't real clear on that, and she was unhappy with the first batch, and she sent him back to get a new batch. And that's when he didn't come back. She was babysitting him. And don't flip out because the kid was sent wandering the streets of London. Because, remember, this was 1914? The father also received a hero's pension. He always thought that the man who shot him may have had something to do with his son's murder, sort of revenge. But the man was still in jail. Did he have someone else do it? Maybe. Actually, he wasn't in jail. He was found mentally incompetent to stand trial and was in a mental hospital. The bad guy. But the dad thinks he either escaped or he had someone do it. But if he was that sick, in his mind, he wouldn't have thought to do that. He was often mistaken as a girl because he had really cute blonde ringlets. Now, obviously, in this case, there's no telephone number. This was 1914, and nobody is investigating this case at this point. It was just one I wanted to share with you that I found in my research that I just thought was interesting. The killer already got his justice in heaven when he had to go before the father and admit what he did. Not everybody believes that, but that is something I believe. I want to thank you for joining me. Please hit that like button, please subscribe, and hit the bell for all notifications so you're notified each time I upload a video. Next time, we will be talking about the case of the Madisonville, Texas Jane Doe, ages 2 to 6 years. Please join us for that. Thank you so much for joining me for watching my videos, for liking my videos, subscribing, and commenting. And by the way, down below, I have added my email address to the permanent links in the description. Goodbye and God bless you. Have a wonderful day.